that had maybe some issues or whatnot that I can assist you with. So what I wanted to share very, very quickly, I cleaned up my office. I'm so excited. Oh, okay. So I actually did a post not too long ago called Your Big Shot. So anything that you want to share today that was very moving, the one thing maybe that you've done to move past your fear, maybe that you were feeling stuck, or you just felt that you just wanted to do and it was time for you to do it and you did it. So my big move was, I'm so excited, is that I entered Forbes. Forbes is having a contest for entrepreneurial small businesses. And I'm like, Forbes? You know, we dream about, well, I dream about this. I also have it on my vision board to one day be on the cover of Forbes. And I'm like, you know what? I was doing some training earlier today and I said, why not? Right? Why not? It is so funny because when you finally up-level your thinking to a level of vibration matches your desire, the universe aligns you with opportunity. And I was just thinking that today, and it was so amazing as I'm thinking, you know, I want to be on the cover of Forbes. And then I opened up my email and I was reading that they have a contest that's going for small business owners. And I said, you know what? That is so amazing that I was just thinking that. So my frequency actually was at a level of my desired outcome was one day I would love to be on the cover of that. So anywho, read the email, filled it out. So sometimes when we're looking to do things, or when we're looking to, say, obtain certain goals or outcomes, you're going to have to put a little bit of work in. And so I'm reading the application, right? And I get to the point where it's like, okay, now you have to write your bio, and then you have to fill out the form. It's like, here we go again. All these grants and things like that. It's like you just get tired of it. And it's like, you know, but it's about your attitude. It's like, here it is. I thought this thought, and the universe brought me an opportunity, and here it is. I have to put a little work in, and now I'm about to be lazy because I don't want to fill out my bio. I quickly went to my website. I quickly pulled up Word, and they said, hey, it can't be no more than 250 words. I put that thing in Word, count your words, and it's like, let me put it together. See, when the student is ready, the master appears. You know, when you change your attitude about what you want in life, opportunity meets you at that point. But at that time, you're going to have to put action, and you're going to have to execute, and you're going to have to do, and you're going to have to plan. And then it works. It all goes together. You can't just say you want something, then you don't put no action behind it. So I just had to share that. So I finished up the bio, Word counted the words. It's like, I don't got to count the words. Word is counting the words. Made sure it was no more than 250 words. I'm like, I'm not going one character over 250 so they can deny my application. I put that word on it, put that prayer on it. I sent that back. I uploaded it, put it together, and it was like, you know what? This is fantastic. And I was so excited because I thought the thought, and like I said, the energy provided an opportunity of alignment of the frequency of what I was thinking. And I just had to put action to it, and I did it. So that inspired me to do the post today of what is your win? What is your big shot? What is the one thing that you're moved to do today on Thursday? And I want you guys to share that. You know, this is Lady Boss Move. This whole group is going to change in the next 30 days because I'm changing. And so when I come on here for business owners, this is for business owners. This is not a hobby. Then if I come on and if you have questions, please show yourself or put your question in. And this is an opportunity for me to help you or to coach you. So I'm so excited. So I wanted to mention that. Secondly, we are in the middle of the month of March. We're completing the first, almost the first quarter of the year. We got April, and then we're going to have completed the first quarter of the year. So the second thing, how close are you in achieving your goals? So I'm probably going to do a one day. I'm putting that together, a little one day webinar maybe we could do on really making sure that those ladies who are interested, that you're at the point of where you are, because you got to stop playing. You know, you got to stop playing because things are moving. So how close are you to obtaining your first quarter goals? And so I'll just share, I share real quickly I'm coming out and I'm going hard in the paint. You know, one of the things I wanted to do, the second thing I wanted to share, I wanted to start my podcast. I had started my podcast show back 2015. I happened to be coaching with one of the number one coaches. She still is the number one coach. I had flew out to Arizona at the time, and I was doing this weekend excursion with, it was an excursion, it was coaching. We always like to put business and everything together with Kendall Summerhawk, and it was fantastic. And that's when I up-leveled my game and changed my pricing, went into VIP signature coaching, and then I really put a seal on my coaching programs, was at that series that I did. So I just want to say, hey, if you want to move forward, you have to put action behind it, and you have to invest in yourself. And oftentimes you need to invest in a trainer, a coach, a consultant, someone who's going where you want to go or already at that level, because we can't do it all on our own. I just completed a 1-year coaching program, and it cost a grip. And in COVID, I paid it with my executive coach. That was an interpersonal developmental coaching program. That was last year. I did a whole month. And when I share a group program for X amount of dollars, that's nothing. I did a whole year. So how committed are you in changing where you are? You're going to have to put some time in. So I just wanted to share that, is that I created my podcast show. I made up my mind. Okay, here we go. I put it out there in the universe. All right. We up-leveled the frequency. Then the universe came back and said, okay, all right. Okay, you talked about this is what you want. We're going to give you an opportunity to do that. And so then I had already created the blueprint, which I had back in 2015. I just picked it back up and I said, okay, I called it a name. I'm like, okay, God, what should we call it? Inspired Conversations with Kim. That was at the end of January. We was at the height of Black History Month. I'm like, how epic is that to do it in Black History Month? So man, we started doing it. I got the guests. I called up people who was in the top of the line genre in beauty, in health, in wellness, in fitness, all the things, the headers that I hit, because I actually, in my podcast, we talk about beauty, we talk about health, holistic health, we talk about wealth, global travel, and really how to create the wealth. And so I had an inspiration to bring what I've been doing for 24 years, beauty, health, and wellness, all together in the globe on my podcast, Inspired Conversations with Kim. I'm sharing with y'all. So then that was a goal. And I achieved that goal because we're a little shy of 20 episodes. And already in less than 60 days, we're on Apple iTunes, which you have to apply to get on. I'm on Apple iTunes. My podcast is on Spotify. My podcast is on Speaker. My podcast is on YouTube, Vimeo, and we just got accepted for Amazon Prime. Let me tell you something about how huge this is. Amazon Audible, 55 million listeners. Let me repeat, 55 million listeners. That's just on one platform. That's not even saying how many listeners are on Apple, and I'm on Spotify, and I'm on YouTube, and Google. So my podcast is hitting all 5 platforms. So anybody that is a guest on my podcast, boom, 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 boom. We are going out in the enters of net, as far as the east, as far as from the west, as far as from the north, as far as from the south, because I called it into being. Oh my, are you listening to what I'm saying? The frequency is here. And I wanted this to be clear. So the universe says, okay, we're going to give you this opportunity, and what you going to do with it? I ran with it. I put a plan together. I executed. I studied at night. I learned how to do podcasting. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a course on how to create podcasting. But the point is, because I was so clear, when I picked up that phone call and I picked out some of the top people that was in the field, there's like, oh my God, Kim, I would love to be a guest on your show. And it's been fantastic. And so now we're starting April. So now I'm in the lineup of April, and Miss Anya's actually is going to kick it off. Is going to be my first guest in April, but we have 5 more guests for the month of March. And wait till you see Miss Jenny that's coming. We got Rick Silva that's coming. Oh my goodness, we got Linnell Bevels that's coming. I'm actually doing a podcast. So I am just so excited. I just want to give you guys some elation, so some motivation that this thing is moving. Okay, this thing is moving and shifting in frequency, and I'm so excited to be a part of it. I'm so excited in my office too. I love when I do my podcast. One of the things that just depends on my mood. I love to do virtual backgrounds, but then I also love to do my own background, but I needed to clean up my office in order to do that. So now that I got my office cleaned up, I'm so excited. So the last thing that I wanted to share with you ladies, those that are catching the replay, thank you very much for catching the replay, is that my calendar is open. Today is the 18th, right? This is March 18th. We're going to kick it up. I want you guys to put such a beautiful financial goal by March 30th in the next 2 weeks, how much money you want to close out. How much money you want to close out in revenue for your business, or how many new clients that you want to, or how many clients that you want to acquire, new clients you want to acquire, or how much product and revenue that you want to sell. Come up with something tangible and write that down, and let's focus on that and give that like next 12 days. You got 12 days and we closing out of March, right? March 13th, 31st. So you still in it. You still in it to win it. You can still do it. So my podcast is going fantastic. I wanted to share that with you. So if you all are interested, any ladies here is interested in doing a strategy call, please use my Calendly.com/KME coaching and pick up the phone, put action to it, and make your virtual appointment with me. It's a complimentary strategy call. So you go into my calendar, you book your time. My coaching sessions are my openings for my coaching sessions are very, very clear on the calendar, and pick a time. And I have Sundays available too. And pick a time that's convenient for you as well. And who will say yes to be my next guest for my April podcast. So I'm so excited. So if you have a story to tell, a business that you just rocking forward, that you're moving and shaking, please let me know if you would like to be a guest on my podcast. The last thing I want to mention is that you guys know I'm an Amazon influencer. Talk about vibration. Man, we hitting it on the left and hitting it on the right. Yeah, we rock it. So, my Amazon store, I know a couple of you guys have asked me about that. I'm also an Amazon influencer. That was really funny how that came about. You know, I study trend, and one of the things that I also have my own online store that I sell my Too Gorgeous skincare, my makeup, and my bath and body products for my Too Gorgeous spa. But I said, you know, how could I come up with a way that I could sell products and services without opening up a storefront from around the world? And what had happened was, a lot of my clients, when they come in to see me, they're always asking for recommendations on either homeopathic herbs or products of that nature, but they're always asking. And so I'm always giving them a referral. Well, you could go to get this, or you could go and you get that, and you could get it on Amazon. And I'm like, man, I need to be earning some royalties of all these recommendations that I give out. And better yet, in my meditation, it's like, well, then why don't you just go ahead on and just have a store? I said, that makes really good sense. So how shall I do this? And I just figured it out. I was studying it over a whole year. One of my coaching clients was so funny because we were both trying to figure it out. How do you do it? And I saw other celebrities doing it and other people doing it. I'm like, there gotta be a way to do this. So anyway, I figured it out and reached out to Amazon, and you know, they came back and it's like, hey, you know, I was granted my Amazon store, which is the most fabulous thing because it adds more brand credibility. So when my clients come in, I just say, hey, go to Amazon.com/shop Too Gorgeous Wellness, and you could go get your Collateral Silver. Because if I tell somebody to go get Collateral Silver to increase their immune support, right? They're like, well, what the heck is that? You know, I have to show them a picture. I got to write it down. Well, what stores do I go to? Well, you have to go to a health food store to get that. You know, you got to go to Whole Foods. You know, you got to go to Sprouts. You got to go to Harvest House. And I'm writing all this stuff down. I'm like, I'm tired of writing all this stuff down. So I just tell them to go to my Amazon store. They say, wow, Collateral Silver, yes, the best antibiotic that you could take. You know, you don't need these antibiotics. Why don't you just take it naturally? You know, then that way you're increasing your immune support. You know, you can walk in anywhere, on any cruise, on any airplane, and feel good and come home and never get a cold. Collateral Silver. So, and oil of oregano too. I never leave home without it. So my point is, because I wanted to serve in a deeper capacity, this is what it's all about. And I did a post. Read the post, 4 posts. I said, are you a go-giver or a go-getter? Which one would you rather be? Go back and read the post. I be spitting out a lot of game in this class. Y'all better be reading my post. Are you a go-giver? Are you a go-getter? Because the universe actually supports and rewards people who are go-givers. And that's what you want to do. You want to be a go-giver. You want to be able to build a capacity that you are serving. You want to build a net to where that you are transforming. That's what it's all about, is helping other people. So I just wanted to mention that, ladies. Please, if you're interested in scheduling a call with me, you can use my Calendly link. I'm here to serve you. Please use it. It's to your benefit. And then share those big shot wins that you all are doing. And if you have any questions, you can post them below. Thank you so much for watching the replay, for those who are going to come on and watch the replay later. God bless you guys and stay safe.